How's it going, everyone? This is Astro here again, and welcome back to another Splatoon weapon analysis video. Today's video is going to be all about the Splash-o-matic, so let's get started by taking a look at this weapon's typing, stats, and version history. So to start things off, the Splash-o-matic is a main shooter-type weapon in Splatoon that was introduced in version 1.2 as free DLC. It can be purchased from the Ammo Night store for a value of 3,900 coins once you have reached level 7. As for its stats, the Splash-o-matic has a range of 40, placing the weapon in the short range category, allowing it to fight pretty well up close. However, it struggles fighting enemies that are farther away. Its damage is on the low side, being only at 27, but it makes up for this with its pretty good fire rate of 75. As for its base damage, the Splash-o-matic has a base damage of 28, meaning that you'll be able to spot your enemies in 4 hits. Its weapon kit is similar to the Berry Splattershot Pro, as the Splash-o-matic receives the Suction Bomb for its sub-weapon, which is a bomb that can be used to zone your enemies, as well as lock down a section of the stage, thanks to its delayed timer and wide explosion range. As for its special weapon, the Splash-o-matic receives the Suction Bomb Rush, which will allow you to throw a barrage of suction bombs for a specific amount of time, making it ideal to use in a mode such as Splat Zones to capture the zone as quickly as possible, as well as punch holes through your enemy's defenses. So overall, the Splash-o-matic has a high fire rate that will allow you to ink the ground as quickly as possible to support your teammates with stage control. And combined with its weapon kit, you'll be able to condition your enemies by controlling key areas of the stage with the suction bomb, and apply additional pressure with the bomb rush. As for its version history, the Splash-o-matic received upgrades all around. So in version 2.2, the base damage of the weapon was increased from 26 to 28, which, as I stated before, will allow you to spot your enemies in 4 hits. However, if your enemies happen to be using 3 defense up mains or more, it will turn that 4-hit splat into a 5-hit splat. So you could use a little bit of damage up to maintain that 4-hit splat if you choose to do so. As for version 2.7, the initial velocity of its shots has been increased by about 10%, which will allow you to take down your enemies a little bit faster if you have the advantage. Next, the spread of its shots has been reduced by about 10%, which will make the weapon a little bit more accurate. Also, its range has been increased by about 10%, which will allow you to outrange other short-range weapons such as the Aerosprays and the Splattershot Jr. However, do keep in mind that you will still be outranged by the mid-range shooters like the Tenatech and the 52 Gal. And finally, with the introduction of Special Depletion, the Splash-o-matic was placed in the light category, which means you'll be losing as low as 40% of your special meter in the event you get splatted. As for recommended abilities to use on your gear, in my opinion, I considered the Splash-o-matic to be gear independent, meaning that you can use any ability that you like and it should work just fine. So with that, let's take a look at a gear build that you can use with the Splash-o-matic. So this build is a speedy battery build that the Splash-o-matic can use. So we're going to begin by selecting our headgear, which will be in the form of the pilot goggles. It uses bomb range up for its main ability, and it features the Forge brand, which highly favors special duration up. As for our clothes, we're going to be using the Sunny Day Tee. It uses special charge up for its main ability, and it features the Crack-On brand, which highly favors swim speed up. And finally, for our shoes, we can use either the red high tops or the blue Moto boots, both of which use ink resistance up for its main ability. However, the red high tops features the Crack-On brand, which highly favors swim speed up, whereas the blue Moto boots features the Rockenberg brand, which highly favors run speed up. So overall, this build tries to cover all the bases of the Splash-o-matic, as the bomb range up on your headgear will increase the throw range of your suction bombs, allowing you to zone your enemies from a distance. The special charge up on your clothes, in combination with the weapon's high fire rate, will allow you to charge your bomb rush as quickly as possible. And the special duration up on your headgear will make your bomb rush last a little bit longer. You also get good movement options on your clothes and shoes. If you decide to use the red high tops, you can stack swim speed up as a way to help you swim strafe your enemies, as well as reposition yourself a little bit faster. But if you need some run speed to circle strafe as well, then the blue moto boots is another good option to go with. And finally, the ink resistance on your shoes will keep you mobile if you happen to be stuck in enemy ink. There's also a variation of this build that accomplishes the same purpose, but makes use of the comeback ability. So we're going to start this one off by selecting either the paintball mask or the tennis headband for our headgear, both of which use comeback for its main ability. However, the paintball mask features the Forge brand, which highly favors special duration up, whereas the tennis headband features the Tentatech brand, which highly favors ink recovery up. We'll still be using the Sunny Day tee for our clothes. However, we can use either the blue slip-ons or the tan work boots for our shoes, both of which use bomb range up for its main ability. However, the blue slip-ons features the Crack-On brand, which highly favors swim speed up, whereas the tan work boots features the Rockenberg brand, which highly favors run speed up. So in my personal experience with this weapon, I tend to play a little more aggressively and get closer to my enemies due to the weapon's short range, and as a result I increase the risk of getting splatted repeatedly. This is where the comeback ability comes into play. So for those of you that don't know, in the event you get splatted, comeback gives you the abilities of Ink Saver main, Ink Saver sub, ink recovery up, swim speed up, run speed up, and special charge up for the first 20 seconds after you respawn. This allows you to get back into the action as quickly as possible, as well as last a little bit longer in the firefight thanks to the added ink efficiency. Your selection of headgear comes down to personal preference. If you want to make your bomb rush last a little bit longer, then the paintball mask is the way to go. However, if you want to recover your ink as quickly as possible to harass your enemies with more suction bombs, then the tennis headband is a good option to go with. The special charge up on your clothes is there once again to help you charge your bomb rush as quickly as possible, and the bomb range up on your shoes will allow you to zone your enemies with suction bombs. And finally, you still have good movement options on your clothes and shoes, as you can stack swim speed with the blue slip-ons or circle strafe with the tan work boots thanks to the run speed. You do need to be aware of your surroundings when you're near enemy ink, since this build does not use any ink resistance. But if you're a player that struggles with getting splatted constantly, then hopefully this build should be able to help. But anyways everyone, that is the end of this video, so I'd like to thank you all for watching my analysis on the Splash-o-matic. I hope you found all of this information useful. If you did, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, as well as sound off your thoughts on this weapon in the comment section below. I'm also open to learning new things as well, so if there's something that you think I forgot to mention in this presentation, feel free to include that in the comments as well, and subscribe for more videos in the future. So until next time, this is Astro blasting off, and as always, take care, stay fresh, and I hope you all have a great day.